Okay, Mart, your thoughts?
I'm so sick of it.
Yeah.
So sick of it.
Yeah.
The only thing I want amnesia from this whole Broncos situation last year, this year. The man has won 5 games in a season and change. Again, that's not to say that Russ isn't playing well. Honestly, in fairness to him, I hate what he says at the podium, but in fairness to him, if you put his numbers next to Patrick Mahomes, they are pretty similar. And he has less interceptions than Mahomes does right now. So I think credit to Russ, because the bigger problem is not just his podium speak. It is the entire team, the defense in particular. So Russ is doing a good enough job. My whole thing about the Broncos is Russ being good enough? That's not the litmus test.
And of course, we're talking about the marriage. We talked about it earlier. Yeah. Is Russell just a pawn, or is it going to be Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn? The Chiefs, tomorrow night, the Broncos play at Kansas City.
Yes.
They are a double-digit underdog. If they lose that game, they're 1-5. Could we see any kind of significant move? Let's start with Jeff Saturday, whose head is going to explode. Oh. Could we see any kind of significant move to break up that relationship this quickly, Jeff?
Good heavens. This is what happens when y'all go in the makeup room together. Y'all all get high. Listen to some crazy music y'all all referencing on the show. Listen, I don't buy into all that nonsense. I don't want to hear it. I ain't involved in it. This is crazy talk. Y'all all high.
That's true.
What she just said, this dude's numbers are better than Patrick Mahomes. You're going to trade away a quarterback. Good luck going to find him. Here's what happens with Russell Wilson. People don't like him, and so now all of a sudden he's struggling. People think he's corny. He says funny things, whatever it is, and they try to take shots at this dude. You will win because of Russell Wilson, and that is the bottom line. And there aren't that many quarterbacks in it. Y'all act like they just fall off a tree, bro. Your favorite team can't find a way to get out of their own way at that position. You would want to get rid of a guy who's thrown 11 tuds and 2 interceptions? Absolutely.
Let me ask you a question,
you would beg for Russell Wilson's number on this team to win games.
Is Russell Wilson going to play as well against the Chiefs as Zach Wilson did?
If they lose, it don't matter. If you're giving up 70 points, I don't care what quarterback you got back there. It's like, could he have outperformed Tua? Not if your defense is giving up 70. Again, context matters. Everybody acts like a quarterback runs out there by himself and plays these games one-on-one. They don't. They have 10 other guys and then 11 playing the other side that are historically freaking bad. Get off Russell Wilson. Am I going to trade him? I'm going to do what? The dude's been playing with this coach for 5 freaking weeks. We just say some dumb stuff about trading some dude. This guy is a good football player. Give him time. And whether you like him, you hate him, I didn't have to like half the dudes I play with. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. You go to work, and that's what dudes need to do for the Broncos. Go win some freaking games.
Can I get Marcus in on this? I'm dying to hear what you think. Swag, you go.
Yeah, we want to hear it, Marcus.
I like Mad Jeff. I like Mad Jeff. It's fun. It's fun. Listen, I don't know. I'm gonna give you another way to think about it, Jeff. I don't think it would have anything to do with his play. I think it would just have a reset for Sean Payton and this new ownership. I'm with you, bro. I don't think Russ is the problem at all in Denver. But when you know how this goes in organizations. When you got everything going bad, the first guy that they go to is, who can we get the most compensation for to try to build under Sean Payton's image? I'm just giving a scenario. I don't know if that's how they're thinking. I don't know if that's how Sean Payton is thinking. But if you were going to look at this season and look at last season, both of which Russ was a part of, and you say, you know what? We just want to wipe the slate clean with new ownership and a new head coach and start from scratch. I think they're going to start with Russell Wilson, which is unfortunate, which I don't think is smart. But when we listen to Sean Payton talk coming into this season about what Russell Wilson needs to do, how he needs to ingratiate himself, it's something to be said for your guy. And I don't know if that's the case, and I don't know if that's the way Sean Payton is thinking, but I'm sure if we start to see this team go 1-5, 1-6, 1-7, and they don't have a successful year, I think it's feasible to think about the potential of Russell Wilson being traded and them just wiping the whole thing out.
I guess so. I mean, Patrick Surtain is the best, most valuable probably player that they have on that roster right now if they're going to blow it all up. I think it's early to blow it all up, but I get your point. They're still connected to Russell until 2026, I think is the first time they can reasonably get from under that contract. So they still can rebuild with Russell as the quarterback, but I get the idea. It's not something I support. I would rather be on Angry Jeff's side and say, good quarterbacks are hard to find. Let's not blow up anything that involves getting a quarterback.
Support it.
Here's the reality, though. If the Broncos believe that Russ is not to blame for what's happening, you keep him. But if anybody in that organization is still not sure that you can win a Super Bowl with Russ, then you have to, with a new head coach, you have to look at everything in totality. I agree with you because his numbers say he is not the problem, the only problem here.
But let me leave that there for the moment.